Welcome to my channel. I'm Janet Yong, and in my channel I share about Feng Shui, Bazi, entrepreneurship as well as personal growth, especially in the areas of motivation, communication and success. In today's episode, it will be the last installment for the 12 Animal Horoscopes forecast for the year 2022. And that will be for those with the dog and the pig within their charts. And if you are a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome and thank you for watching my videos. And as usual, if you are new to Bazi, I will be showing the introduction of what it means to have the dog and the pig in the year, the month, the day and the hour pillar. And that's correct. Each of us can have basically up to 4 animal signs within our chart itself, because in ancient Chinese history, instead of using the months of January, February or numerical, it is actually represented by the Chinese animal horoscopes for the year, the month, the day and the time of your birth. If you are already very familiar with Bazi, as usual, please go straight to the timestamps in the video description where I have already included the links directly to the segment on the dog and the pig forecast. This, as I mentioned earlier on, will be the last set of animals for 2022 forecast. From next week onwards, I'll be sharing with you what are the auspicious and inauspicious sectors for the year itself and how you can enhance your luck and protect yourself. So what it means is basically, even if you do not have great stars in your chart, like those born with no auspicious stars like the rat and the dragon, you can still enjoy good luck, mainly because by spending time in the auspicious sectors for the new year, you will basically have the right kind of mindset, so long as you are willing to take the action to face your challenges. So I'll see you in the next segment where I'll discuss more. Hi, welcome again. If you are new to my channel and do not know what's your Bazi chart, please remember to scan the QR code that is shown on this slide or go to bazicalculator.janetyong.com to get your Bazi chart. And as you can see, there are basically up to 4 animal branches that one can have based on the year, the month, the day and the hour of birth. And if you are already very familiar, please do go to the timestamps that I have for the dog and the pig in the video description itself. So for those who are new, let's just hang on and let me explain to you what it means by having the dog or the pig in the different pillars of your Bazi chart. If you have the dog or the pig in your chart, what it represents is the stars, the relationship that you will have in your bigger company or bigger industry environment. I'll dwell into what it means for each of the animal signs a little later. If it is within the month, then it usually governs your career mindset for the year, your relationship with your boss, what's happening in your immediate company or immediate department itself. And if you are looking at the day, generally it is about the relationship with your spouse, your peers, your siblings, and for the month that I forgot to mention earlier on, it could be with your parents. In the hour, if you have the dog or the pig, it generally represents your relationship with either your subordinates, if you have them, or children, if you have them as well. Or the hour can actually represent your actions, and therefore what kind of stars will there be helpful people for you this year when you are actually taking action itself. So let's dive straight into those born with the dog within their charts. Now, dog is classified as the group together with rat and dragon in the building of foundation. So why is this the case? Well, because in the dog's chart, there's only one auspicious star, and this auspicious star, although I list it as auspicious, for some other masters, they may not look at it as a very positive star. So let me explain why. Now, the talent star itself in the olden days is actually called Star of Arts or Hua Gai. So what it means is, if you are able to have the right kind of mindset, it will help you tremendously from the perspective of creativity, of boosting the ideas, resolving situations out of creativity and innovation. However, together with this set of star, it has what we call the solitude kind of mentality, where you really need to basically spend time alone so that you can take a step back and reflect. However, if not done properly, people will view it as that you are eccentric, that you are not someone who is good with communication or interpersonal relationship. That's one of the reasons why some of the masters classify as not as an auspicious star. But I think in today's world, with the spiritual side, mindfulness, getting very popular, I think people do understand. So if you're able to take that talent star and move it towards the next level, that would be great for you. Now, for the inauspicious stars for the dog, you do have the white tiger. Now, white tiger, as the name sounds, is a little bit ferocious. So it means that you have to be a little bit careful in terms of where you travel, be not too rash and impulsive in case you get into injury, especially where there's another injury and mishap star as well. Spending time in the correct sectors and avoiding the inauspicious sectors, as well as not doing knocking, drilling, renovation in the 3 inauspicious sectors of Tai Shui, 3 killings, and misfortune 5 yellow that I covered earlier on. All I will be covering in next week's auspicious and inauspicious sectors, as well as the unlucky sectors for the year. So do stay tuned for that as well. Now let's take a look at if the dog is within your year. What does it mean? It generally means that maybe your bigger company environment, your industry environment is looking for that creativity or that breakthrough that you may be able to contribute. However, there will also be some disputes, arguments, because you do have the dispute star, the injury star, or the mishap star that is within the year pillar. If it's in the month, then whatever that I mentioned earlier will be occurring more towards your immediate department, maybe in terms of relationship with your boss, or especially if you are looking at your parents to take care of their health because of the inauspicious set of mishap and injury star as well. And then the day basically represents relationship with your spouse or communication with your spouse, siblings, or peers. Therefore, having that eccentricity or the creativity itself, do take time or explain why you do need time to yourself to reflect and be left alone so that miscommunication and arguments do not arise. And if it is within the hour, then it is more about taking the action to have that breakthrough, to have that creativity or that innovation. But at the same time, because action can also mean your communication style, be aware and do not let it lead to disagreements or misunderstanding. The other thing is the dog is located in the Northwest Palace, which actually has got the number 6, heaven luck and decision making, as well as action taking star. So that's great news for you. So by spending time in the correct sector, for instance the Northwest sector, which is your palace in this new year, will help you from ideas that can resolve a particular situation or creative ideas that you can bring a breakthrough to your business or to your career itself. So do spend time in the auspicious sectors that is shown here, which I'll discuss more next week. Let's move on to those born with a pig within their charts. If you have the pig within your charts, congratulations, especially if you have it within your month, which means if you are born in the month of November to early December, or in the hours of the pig, which is timing between 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning. Let's take a look at why the pig is ranked second in this year's race. That's because you have what we call the fortune virtue star, which is 天德 or 岁合. Now, what is 岁合? 岁合is basically duke combination, because this is the year of the tiger. So the pig combines with the tiger. So what these all means, basically there'll be a lot of helpful people that are willing to give you a helping hand, be it in your career, your relationship, or even in your investment, depending on where the pig lies in your Bazi chart itself. So with that, especially if you are taking the right kind of investments, there will be prosperity from a wealth, financial, as well as career perspective. Isn't that great news? And where it will occur, who will help you, will depend on where the pig is within your Bazi chart. If you look at the inauspicious star itself, you do have the quarrelsome star, the robbery star, the obstacle, and the dispute star. So although there are people who are willing to help you, please do make sure that you do not get way above your head or basically become too arrogant in terms of our communication, that basically will make you to be hasty in terms of the communication style, or taking hasty action without looking at the final dotted line, because that is still the obstacle and dispute style. And of course, if you want to make things better for you, do spend time in the good sectors of the year. So let's take a look. If the pig is actually within your year pillar, then in the bigger company or industry environment or your social circle of friends, everyone will be doing great. They will give you great tips. And if you have friends who are born in the year of the pig, their social circle of friends will also be great for you, helpful in terms of your overall luck itself. If you are looking at the pig within your month, then congratulations from a career mindset as well as career perspective. You will have great relationship with your parents, with your immediate superior, as well as there will be opportunities, and you will find mentors in the new year that are willing to help you out, especially from a career and growth perspective itself. Then if you look at the day, you will likely have great relationship with your spouse, because the tiger combines with the pig within your chart, as well as good relationship with your colleagues, and they will be able to help you in things that you want to do, as well as from tips on a financial perspective. If you're looking at the hour of the pig, then congratulations from a wealth and financial investment perspective, because if you get the right mentors, of course you need to basically do your homework, because you do have the obstacle and dispute style within your chart itself. But generally, if you do that, you will find that luck is on your side. You will get people to help you, either in terms of taking action in resolving a situation, taking action in whatever that you do from a relationship and career perspective. But because the owl also represents your action, it also means that if you do the right financial calculations, you will see gains in the new year, especially with the prosperity star within your charts. And for the pig, it's the same as the dog. Your horoscope palace is also in the northwest, and isn't it great news that you also have the number 6 heaven luck, decision making, helpful people star within your chart. So do make sure that you enhance your luck by spending time in the northwest of your home. Unless it's the kitchen, the toilet, or the service balcony, then you can't really spend time there. Then you can probably utilize the other auspicious sectors to boost your luck in this new year. So I hope to see you in my channel next week. This is the end of the sharing for the entire series of 2022 forecast. I will see you next week, where I will share more about how you can further boost your luck, be it whether you have good or not so great luck in the year 2022. See you in my channel next week. Goodbye.